evening, everyone. My name's Kiosha. I'd like to begin by expressing my immense gratitude for this humbling opportunity to share with you the adversities I've been fortunate enough to overcome with the help of the YWCA. I am terrified, but you can't be brave unless you're in the face of fear, so here goes. Ours was a family of deep dysfunction. My mother suffered from serious undiagnosed mental health issues. Before I was born, both of my sisters were removed by the ministry. My mother's mood swings meant I was stuck in limbo and angst, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Pain, instability, and fear characterized my childhood. In hindsight, as a child, I thought beating your children was normal. I would joke about it with my friends, but their reaction made me realize it didn't happen in their home. At the age of 14, I could no longer bear the burden of abuse. So one night, while my mom was out, I threw a bag of my things into a taxi and left. I quickly learned, out on my own, that toilet paper doesn't buy itself. Who knew? I started to struggle academically from the overwhelming responsibilities of parenting myself and attending high school. As a result, I grew closer to my guidance counselor. Coincidentally, he was Black. He understood the worldview of what it meant to be a visible minority. The consequences of my juvenile behavior could follow me into my adult life. He gave me a firm talking to about society's expectations for Black women and the stereotypes integrated. I was determined not to replicate my mother's behavior. I had to graduate high school, and I did. In Toronto, I attended George Brown College. I majored in English, and there I connected with the man who would become my daughter's father. He wanted us to move to Vancouver. It was better, nicer, and warmer. In Vancouver, I became completely isolated, and his personality switched like Dr. Jekyll to Mr. Hyde. Unrecognizable. I spent 3 years premeditating my escape. In 2016, I finally broke the cycle of abuse, without knowing I was pregnant at the time. When I learned I would have a daughter, I decided it would be in our best interest to raise Leisha without his abuse, even if that meant on my own. Leisha deserves to be surrounded with support, stability, and love. When I gave birth to Leisha, I was alone in Vancouver. It was the most challenging time of my life. Then Leisha and I started attending Baby and Me, YWCA's mother support group. There, with the support of other new moms, I realized what Leisha and I were experiencing was just a new normal. It gave me a sense of family, somewhere I could spread my roots. When my maternity leave came to an end, I struggled to find childcare, riddled with fear of losing my job. I began pounding the pavement out of desperation. I was walking through the downtown east side looking for a daycare, but I was lost. I wandered into YWCA's Crabtree Corner, where I met Pam. I was anxious and frustrated and just in need of direction. Pam was so helpful. She wouldn't let me leave until I knew what Crabtree had to offer. I was pleasantly surprised, because I was given so much more than what I had asked for. I was heard and empowered for the first time in a long time. After applying to YWCA's Crabtree Center, Leisha was accepted within a week. I felt elated, filled with gratitude and relief. Finally, I was able to go back to work. I stopped needing the food bank. I could shop at a grocery store. Above all, I could buy Leisha the toys and clothes she needed. Given the grief I've endured over the last 7 years, I'd lost sight of my dream to change people's lives through life coaching. With the help of YWCA's employment program, I've been able to start my own business. And I can proudly say, I'm finally back to where I wanted to be before my life was uprooted. I'm blessed with a phenomenal, empathetic, particularly precocious daughter. Without planning, I found a place where I belong with the YWCA. I have a career that brings me joy. As the YWCA helps restore my autonomy, I now comprehend how to help Laisha's grow. I am the mom my mother couldn't be. I aspire to be the light in the world that my daughter is in mine. I dedicate my life and my business to helping women like me. Women from all walks of life just need someone to light the way. I've taught Laisha to say these affirmations, and I'd like you all to say them with me. Here, let's try. I am ambitious.
I am ambitious.
I am a leader.
I am a leader.
I am a light.
I am a light.
Your support has given us, and in turn our families, freedom, independence, and for that, we're eternally grateful.